Yoga is many things to many people, and it's practiced by millions of people all over the world as a physical, mental, or spiritual discipline, or as a combination of all three.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi referred to yoga as an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition when he called upon the UN General Assembly to declare June the 21st as International Yoga Day.
2015 marked the inaugural International Day of Yoga, and India spared no effort in taking a prominent posture.
New Delhi's ceremonial boulevard, known as the Rajpath, was specially prepared for the event, with thousands of learners, students, and even civil servants practicing the 15 asanas or postures that would be demonstrated on the day.
The posture protocol was compiled by India's Ministry of Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unai, Siddha and Homeopathy.
From the Siachen Glacier in the Himalayas, some 6,000 meters above sea level, to warships in the South China Sea, India's armed forces put aside their weaponry to join in what must have been the world's largest ever yoga session.
On the day itself, an estimated 37,000 people filled the Rajpath and the adjoining lawns to participate alongside the Prime Minister and other senior ministers, military officers, bureaucrats, as well as politicians.
The 21st of June was chosen as it marks the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. According to Hindu teachings, this is when Lord Shiva began imparting knowledge of yoga to humankind, thus becoming the Adi Yogi, or first yogi. No one was expected to be an expert, but rather to take part as best their bodies and skills allowed.
South Africa joined the world in loosening its joints and stretching its limbs, and Mishal took his yoga mat to Jozi.
Over 170 countries participated in the event, and in South Africa, mass yoga sessions were held in various centres including Durban, Cape Town and Johannesburg.
In today's fast-paced life, yoga is helping people to stay fit and to balance mind, body, thought and action. It embodies a holistic approach to health and well-being and to live a life in harmony with nature and the world around us. I'm here at Summer Place in Johannesburg to celebrate the first International Day of Yoga.
The registration process gave everyone an opportunity to get to know each other, as well as collecting their mat and "Been there, done that" t-shirt. It all began with the ritual lighting of a lamp, symbolizing the light of knowledge and goodness. One of the leaders of the group was Stamina Dimitrova, who has first-hand experience of yoga's life-changing potential.
When were you first introduced to yoga?
It was around 2005, and at that stage for me there was a need for some sort of sanity in my life, just dealing with stress and slowing down a little bit. And when I walked into my very first studio and the very first class, it was absolute spark from the very beginning.
Tell me more about the poses that we performed today.
The whole sequence was set by the Indian government. It was a protocol that ran all over the world, so it's a really global thing. The poses were very much, for some people, introduction to what yoga is, very gentle, very calm, very nurturing. And as the time bands went through the whole world, the same sequence was executed in every single country that was participating.
While some were only beginning their yoga journey, for others it was a well-established part of life.
How did you discover the teachings of yoga?
Well, my family are Brahmins, so I was brought up in a Vaishnav household. Ever since birth, I would say, toddler, teenager, it's always been a part of my life. Doing yoga, doing meditation, and being a spiritual individual.
Why do you believe a day like the International Day of Yoga is important?
It's so important for everybody to share in the values of yoga so we can grow together in unity and, of course, share the values that we've learned so we can become one big yoga community across the world.
Yoga is sometimes seen as a form of low-impact exercise for non-athletes, but this certainly isn't the case.
More and more people are discovering the many ways that yoga can be used to improve athletic performance, from helping improve mental concentration to preventing common injuries. Adam, as a mixed martial arts fighter, how has yoga aided your growth?
I'd always done meditation. I'd always used visualization techniques, etc., just to help me to focus on the fight. So mentally I had a lot of work there, but what I wasn't aware of that I think yoga has now introduced me to is just also to actually manifest that in your own body physically. And now that my body's learned to relax, and the saying goes that as it is in the body, so it is in the mind, and so it is in the mind as it is in the body. And it's just really created that link, because I think always what was happening just on the meditation side, you know, you meditate, but if your body's tense, that tension will always come back and overrun your mind.
How does yoga help athletes develop better body awareness?
Whether it's for a professional athlete or just someone who's trying to better their cycling or their rugby or whatever it is that they do, yoga offers that space where they can maybe dig a little bit deeper and work on that mental aspects of their game or their sport. So yeah, it's exciting, and yoga has infinite tools.
India's Ministry of External Affairs was responsible for facilitating the celebration of International Yoga Day around the world. And in South Africa, the Office of the High Commissioner played a leading role.
Your Excellency, it's such a pleasure having you on Mela for the first time. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mishal. It's really nice to be on your show.
On behalf of the people of India, what is your message to South Africans?
My message on this International Day of Yoga would be for people to take advantage of this gift that is available to us. It is our heritage, and it is our responsibility to pass it on to our next generation. It has come thus far for thousands of years. We shouldn't be the ones who don't give it forward.
The event showed that yoga has true cross-generational and cross-cultural appeal.
Yoga may have been born from the womb of Indian philosophy and the lives of ancient sages, but its teachings are truly universal. It's India's gift to the world.